Bienvenidos a todos. Welcome all. Español, Spanish. This is a short video that will instruct you on the uses of ser and estar. However, today I'm going to focus on the verb ser. Both are verbs, of course, and they mean to be. So whether you are first time doing Spanish for the first time or you have always been doing Spanish, I can assure you that this lesson is going to refresh your memory, and for those who haven't done it before, it will really instruct you so you'll understand how we use these verbs, because they are very foundational to the Spanish language and creating sentences and also speaking effectively, communicating whenever you go to a foreign country, or you have to speak in the language to a relative, a friend. When you're traveling, you will need to understand these verbs that may look complicated, but they are simple. So as I said, I'm going to start with ser. Now, ser means to be. To in English, we know the forms of the verb to be, the present tense, and let me make it clear. Present tense, that's what we're doing too. So let me put the present tense form. Present tense. All right. So the form, the pronouns. So just like as in English, I am, you are, he is, she is. The plural form, we are, they are, you are. Now in Spanish, there are pronouns just like English. So we have the yo, we have the tú. Yo means I, tú, you, friendly, he, él, an accent on the E. Remember, if there is no accent, it means the. So él, the E must have the accent. She, ella, usted can be shortened to VD or UD. Right? Meaning you are singular. Now the plural form, for plural of I, we, so we get nosotros. Plural form for él, ella, usted, ellos. Well, actually, él, ellos, plural form ella becomes ellas, and usted becomes ustedes. All right, so now that we understand clearly that these are the pronoun, the subject pronoun for any verb in Spanish, right? So let's get the form of ser now to go with these pronouns. And very important that you know the forms, because in Spanish countries, they rarely use the pronouns. They use the forms of the conjugated verb in whatever tense, which will tell you who is being referred to or being talked about, and who is talking. So we're going to have, for yo, we're going to have soy. For tú, we must have eres. For él, he, we'll have es. Let me use the same color, es. For ella, we are going to have the same s, another s, es. Similarly, with usted, you are singular, we are going to have s again. For nosotros, we are going to have a different form. So here is where you must remember this different form. So nosotros, we are going to get somos. All right? What about ellos, ellas? Well, the form is one. We're going to get son. Son. And for ustedes, plural form of usted, ustedes. Good news again. The good news is it is going to be son. And why am I saying good news? It's good news because you will have less or fewer things to remember in terms of the forms. So you know that you're seeing right now that él, ella, usted have the same S. S, S, S. So therefore we can actually just remember that all three will have just one form of the verb. In any verb actually, for él, ella, usted is the same form. So that makes your life easier. Similarly, the plural forms, él, ella, usted, ellos, ellas, ustedes, same son. So we don't need to repeat. We just have one son. So you see how your life is becoming easier with learning Spanish? Right, so once you need to know these forms, and there are not many. So if we count that, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you already know that yo is soy, tú is eres, nosotros is somos. The others are es and son. So for any person you are talking, he, she, usted is going to be es. Ellos, ellas, ustedes son. So you only need to remember that, okay, soy is yo, tú is eres, and nosotros is somos. Now, when do we use the verb ser? Well, there is an acronym to remember, and it's doctor. So D, O, C, T, E, and R. Right, correct? Doctor. So D stands for description. So we're still on description. O, first O for occupation. C for characteristics. T for time. E for... Oh, this is not an E. This is an error. Lo siento mucho. Una falta. It's an error. It should be O. Lo siento mucho. Lo siento mucho. En mi alma. Totally sorry. So, O is... The second O is for origin. Origin. So, perdóname. Perdóname. Forgive me. Origin. And the R for religion. Relationships or religion. Relationship, religion. Okay, good. So once you remember these letters and the word doctor, you know that each letter represents a meaning, and the meaning is translated to when you are writing sentences, when you are speaking the language. So let us find and give you a few examples. So I am a teacher. That's, I have to say, based on, let me know the pronoun I, yo is I, then I'm going to use this form. If I were to, any other form would be incorrect because I'm speaking, I'm referring to myself. I, yo. So I would say, let me go here, let me remove the to be. You already know, right? That the verb estar means to be. So, and that's what we're doing. So so I am a teacher, so the soy is there. Yo, soy, and I'm going to circle or bracket, give the yo a bracket. Why? Because in Spanish countries, the natives, they rarely use a yo. In fact, they ask you not to use it because somehow it makes you seem like you are broadcasting yourself. Yeah? So, soy, teacher, professor. Professor. So yo soy profesor. You are a student. You are a learner. So we're going to use, which one do you think? If we say es, it will be wrong. If we say somos, it will be wrong. If we say son, it will be wrong. We have to use tú, you. Singular, you are. And friendly too. So yes, we are in this space. So we are somewhat, familiar with each other. So we are going to say tú. So we say tú, again, put it in bracket, and remember it must have an accent on the U. If you choose to write it, you must have an accent on the U. Without the accent, it means your. So you don't want to give it wrong info, convey wrong information. So tú eres. So eres estudiante. Eres estudiante. Alright? But if you don't know the individual, you would use usted. You are not familiar with the person, the individual, you would say usted, and of course you would not say eres. You would not say somos, you would not say son, you would say es, because es is aligned to usted, él or ella. So we are using usted, so we are going to all right, usted. So, número uno, dos, tres. So usted, and you can remember, you can abbreviate it to UD or VD as is evident here. So usted, and we said the form, the correct form has to be es. Usted es are students. We're going to put student. I want so usted es. So we're looking for, we say, we have the student is profession, that's your profession, that's what you are doing. You are engaged in studies, professor, still a profession. And also, okay, let's say you are a friend, you are a friend. Usted es amigo. Usted es amigo. So that is helping us to see now that we have the two. The form, correct form would have to be eres, if it's the to form, the friendly form. Someone who you are not. I'm going to remove the amigo, guys, and I'm going to use the principal. You are the principal. So I'm going to use director. Director. So you are not familiar with the principal, you are not close, you are not really friends, so you're going to say, you're going to use usted, you would not use to. So you're not familiar with the principal, you say usted es director. Right? So I think you really should have learned something in this short video about sir, because we have to go to the next one, estar. Right? But for this video, I want you to focus and go back and listen and watch and study how the verb ser is conjugated, when we use it, the uses, and examples that you can create on your own, so that it becomes normal for you to use the verb ser wherever you are, in whatever context, or when you are doing your exams. You won't be tricked in using the incorrect form. So have a great day, and I will see you next time when we will look at the verb estar. Nos vemos, adios, cuídense bien, take care of yourselves.